Traditional content creation is dead. It's over. The model of spending weeks brainstorming, days shooting, and more days editing a single video is a relic from a bygone era. It is far too slow, it costs way too much, and it simply cannot keep up with the speed of culture and the demands of the modern internet. While you are perfecting one piece of content, your competition is already launching 100, learning from the data, and iterating at a speed you can't even comprehend. The game has fundamentally changed. If you are not adapting to this new reality, you are actively choosing to become irrelevant in the marketplace of 2026. The truth is, your audience doesn't care about your production budget. They care about value, authenticity, and relevance delivered right now. They live on their phones, scrolling through feeds at lightning speed, and you have less than a second to capture their attention before they move on. Mindset and System Blueprint. It is a strategy built on ego, not on data, or a genuine understanding of consumer behavior. The market rewards speed and volume, because speed and volume generate the data needed to understand what truly resonates with your audience. It's time to stop romanticizing the old process and start building a new one. This isn't about creating cheap or low-quality content. This is about building a scalable machine that produces high-quality, relevant content at an unprecedented volume. It's about replacing slow manual and expensive processes with smart, fast, and efficient systems powered by artificial intelligence. By leveraging the right tools and a clear, repeatable workflow, you can build an entire AI-driven video department in the next 30 days. Logic-based research and strategy using Gemini. The entire system starts with one foundational principle. You must stop guessing. Your content strategy can no longer be based on what you think your audience wants to see. It must be based on what the data tells you they are actively searching for, talking about, engaging with right now. This is where AI becomes your most valuable strategic partner. You need to use AI tools like Gemini to scrape and analyze thousands of articles, forum discussions, social media, comments, search trends within your niche. This isn't about finding one or two good ideas. It's about generating a mountain of data-backed concepts that you can systematically test in the market. This is a purely logic-based approach to ideation. Your first week should be dedicated entirely to this process. You instruct your AI to act as a market research analyst. From research to execution. Gemini tells you what topics to cover, what titles to use, and what formats are currently winning the attention war. From this mountain of data, your job is to curate and prioritize. You are not blindly following Gemini. You are using your human expertise to filter its output through the lens of your brand's voice and objectives. Look for the patterns. Identify the core themes that appear over and over again. Group the ideas into content pillars or series that you can produce in batches. For example, Gemini might identify that cost-saving tips for small businesses is a hot topic. Your next step is to ask it to generate 20 specific video ideas under that single umbrella, complete with hooks, scripts, calls to action. Building the foundation. This initial research phase is the most critical part of the entire 30-day plan. If you get this wrong, everything that follows will be a waste of time and resources. A logic-based strategy ensures that every piece of content you produce has a built-in audience and a high probability of success before you even hit record. You are front-loading the strategic work so that the production and distribution phases can become a streamlined, automated execution of a plan that is already validated by hard data. Automated growth through smart production with InVideo AI. Once you have your data-backed content plan, the next step is to build an engine that can produce that content at scale. This is where you move from strategy to execution, and automation becomes your superpower. The goal here is not to replace human creativity entirely, but to automate the 80% of the production process that is repetitive and time-consuming. Tools like InVideo are purpose-built for this. They allow you to create standardized templates that align with your brand's visual identity, ensuring consistency and quality across hundreds or even thousands of videos. This is how you achieve automated growth in your content output. Your second week is all about systemizing production. You will create a master video template. This includes a standardized intro with your logo, a specific font and color palette for text overlays. Voice, assembly line, and time savings. You will select a high-quality professional AI voice that will serve as the narrator for all your videos, creating a uniform and recognizable audio brand. By setting these parameters once, you eliminate countless hours of manual editing decisions for every single video you create down the line. The system does the heavy lifting for you every single time. With your template in place, production becomes an assembly line. You take the scripts and ideas generated in step 1 and simply feed them into InVideo. The system automatically pulls relevant stock footage and B-roll from a vast library, syncs it with the AI-generated voiceover, and applies your branded text overlays and graphics. Free the team and enforce consistency. You can batch produce an entire week's worth of content in a single afternoon, freeing up your team to focus on higher-level tasks like monitoring performance and refining strategy. This automated approach does more than just save time and money. It enforces a level of quality and consistency that is difficult to achieve with a large team of human editors, each with their own style. Every video looks and feels like it came from the same premium source, which builds brand trust and recognition with your audience. How to scale and dominate distribution. Creating content at volume is pointless if no one sees it. The final, and arguably most important step, is to build a machine for massive distribution. Your goal is not just to post a video. It is to maximize its reach by strategically repurposing and distributing it across every relevant platform. This is where you truly begin to scale. A single piece of long-form content, like a 5-minute YouTube video, should be the source material for at least 10 to 20 other pieces of micro-content. You are taking one asset and multiplying its impact exponentially. In your final 2 weeks, you will build and automate this distribution workflow. Platform repurposing in practice. That 5-minute YouTube video you produced becomes a 1-minute square video with captions for Instagram for Facebook. It becomes 3 different 15-second vertical clips. Clip 1 clip, 2 clip 3 for TikTok for YouTube Shorts. You pull out the most powerful quote and turn it into a text-based image for Twitter for LinkedIn. You extract the audio to create a podcast clip. You are using every part of the buffalo. This isn't more work, it's smarter work. The key to making this manageable is to use scheduling and distribution tools. Scheduling stack and 24/7 presence. Platforms like Buffer Hootsuite Custom Solutions. You can schedule an entire month's worth of posts across 6 different platforms in a single day. This process ensures a consistent and relentless presence in the market. This is what automated growth looks like. A system that works for you 24/7, reaching new audiences while you sleep, driving continuous engagement without constant manual effort. Close the loop. Data back to research. Finally, to truly scale, you must close the loop with data. As your content goes out, you must be rigorously tracking the metrics. Which platforms are driving the most views? Which video formats are getting the highest engagement? Which topics are leading to the most website clicks or conversions? This data feeds directly back into step 1. You use these performance insights to refine your next batch of logic-based research, doubling down on what works and eliminating what doesn't. Continuous improvement. This creates a powerful feedback loop of continuous improvement. The system learns, adapts, and grows on its own. Now you have the playbook. The only thing left to do is to execute. Forget everything you thought you knew about video content creation. The rules have been rewritten. The opportunity for those who are willing to execute is absolutely massive. Start today by building your logic-based research process with Gemini and InVideo AI. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this.